Yeah, let me share my screen, and today we are giving introduction about the real-time training.
Yeah.
Microsoft Dynamics 365 Functional F&O. So let me share my screen. My screen is visible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. These are the steps we are following for the end-to-end training as well as real-time training.
Okay.
Okay, step one. Like here you can see success steps to get job in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Functional F&O. I think step one you already completed, so that's why we are going to the step two, real-time project training, implementation and support. After once completion of this real-time training, we are proceeding for the step three. If you are interested to do the internship for the 1 month, so that is optional. If you are interested, we can proceed for that one.
Okay.
After that, we are going to the step four, that is the interview preparation and mock interviews. In the interview preparation, we are providing the interview questions and you have to prepare the answers. After that, once it is done, I need to verify and I can provide the interview question and answers. Already it is available in the app. I can give you the access. Once the preparation is done, we can go for the mock interviews. That is the 5 mock interviews we can conduct based on your interest. Like daily we can take it up, or otherwise day by day based on your preparation. So once step 4 is done, we need to go for the step 5. Step 5 is a resume preparation. That is based on ATS. ATS means applicant tracking system. Like HRs will take the resumes on the ATS. Like if we take example, like based on the keywords like a D365 or functional F&O, like this, they will give the input and they will take the resumes based on the ATS. They have the separate softwares. So HRs will take it up the resumes from the Naukri, LinkedIn, and from different portals. So once it is done, and step 6 is register and updating the resume in job portals. Once resume preparation is done, we need to create the LinkedIn account, and after that in the Naukri also we need to create the one account, and we can upload the necessary details and we can upload the resume as well. Once it is uploaded, we will get the interview calls from the specific HRs of the particular company. The 7th step is interview scheduling tips. I can give you the interview scheduling tips also, like how we can proceed and how we can engage with the HR and how we can contact with the real-time team of the our interviewer. We can go with this step by step.
Okay.
Next, after this, what are the step 1 is completed, so we are proceeding for the step 2. Give me 1 minute. What are the points we are going to discuss? In the real-time training. Let's see. It is visible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. Okay, these are the points we are discussing in the real-time training sessions. Can you read it now? What is the first one?
Resume preparation.
Sorry?
Resume preparation.
Yeah. First step is?
Resume preparation.
Okay, good.
Next step. Functional requirement document. Draft Word document.
Okay. Next point.
Functional design document. Draft Word document.
Okay. Next point.
Draft Word document. Fifth
Okay,
one,
next point.
customization, explanation, and testing multiple scenarios.
Okay, next
Sixth
point.
one, user roles, duties, and privileges. Seventh
Okay.
one, user manual preparation. Eighth,
Okay.
test cases. Ninth, 5 mock interviews. 10th,
Okay.
100 interview questions for preparation, only questions. Okay. 11th,
Okay.
guidance for interview preparation. 12th,
Oh,
development and environment purpose, dev environment purpose. 13th, sandbox environment purpose. 14th, production environment purpose. 15th, ticketing tools. 16th,
okay.
end-to-end implementation. 17th,
Okay.
blocks preparations. 18th,
Okay.
methodologies used in projects. 19th,
Okay.
data migration or data management. 20,
Okay.
tips for interview scheduling. 21,
Okay.
workflows.
Okay. So these are the points we are covering in the real-time training session.
Okay.
Okay. So other than this also, we can cover few more points also. These are the main points we are giving the training on real time.
Okay.
Okay. So I think you know this every point. I think so. You will understand. Let me explain one by one. I think first point. What is the first point? Resume preparation. I think you know resume preparation. So second point, FRD. FRD means functional requirement document. And third point is FDD, functional design document. We can discuss more on later sessions. Today is the introduction session, so that's why we are going briefly. Say fit gap analysis, how to do the fit gap analysis document, and the customization, explanation, and testing multiple scenarios. How we can do the testing in multiple scenarios, and how to do the customization, and how to prepare the document. And after that, user roles, duties, and privileges. Today we can see these topics: user roles, duties, and privileges. And seventh step is user manual preparation. So user manual preparation, how to create and what are the necessary steps we need to follow. I will show you that one as well. And test cases. Test case also, how we can prepare and how we can give it to the end users. We can show you that one as well. And mock entries, you know, and 100 interview questions. We are only giving the first questions only. Once it is done, we can provide you the question and answers. After that, guidance for interview preparation. After that, what is dev environment? What is the purpose of dev environment? And what is the sandbox environment? What is the purpose of sandbox environment? And this one is production environment. How we can utilize the production environment? What are the measures we need to take care while doing the production environment? And next one is ticketing tools. How, if any ticket is coming to the specific team, how we can manage the ticket and how we can complete that specific ticket. And next one is end-to-end implementation. Like what are the methodology? I think in the above part, I think in the below you can see methodologies used in projects. Which methodology? Like Agile methodology, like source step methodology, and waterfall methodology. These are the methodologies. And in the end-to-end implementation, I will show what are the steps we need to first. It will start with once the project is taken care by the specific team, what are the necessary steps we need to follow for the implementation project. So next one is blocks preparation. Blocks preparation means if you are interested in writing the blocks, for that one also, I will guide you that how to do the blocks preparation.
Okay.
And methodologies we already discussed, and data migration and data management. People will call it as a data migration or data management, like that. So we can see the data migration as well. Data migration means how to upload the customer master, like customer details, how to upload the vendor master means vendor details. Like this type of data migration, we can see it later. And next one is tips for interview scheduling. How we can scheduling interviews and how we can manage with the HR, or how we can coordinate with the HR, and how we can proceed for that one. We can see that points as well. And workflows. Like workflow means nothing but if any supervisor or any manager is there, if any associate do the process, someone has to approve, superior or manager. So that is the workflow. I will show you that one as well. Okay, today we can start with
User
source
role.
step methodology, and next one is user roles, duties, and
User.
privileges. We can see today.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the source step methodology. I think you've seen previously. So first, if any projects come to the consultant or team, this is the one of the methodology. This is the one of the source step methodology. So first, if any projects comes to us, in that case, we need to take the requirement, like how many modules they require, like accounts payable, accounts receivable, or general ledger, like these type of modules. We need to take the answers from the client.
Okay.
We are asking like what is the account structure you required, or how many chart of accounts or main accounts you required, how many fiscal calendars required for you. So these type of requirement we are taking from the client.
Okay.
Let me show you that one as well. Tomorrow we can start with that one, how to take the requirement gathering. And once requirement gathering is done, we already taken in the requirement gathering, we taken the information from the client. So next process, we have to prepare the document. That is the functional requirement document or functional requirement specification. Or some people will call it as a business requirement document.
Okay.
Or some people will call it as a business requirement specification. So these type of things we have to do it in the, at the time of once requirement gathering is done. So in the functional requirement document, we have to mention the module wise, and we need to prepare the document. Once it is done, we have to give to the client, and they will verify if any points need to add, we can add that points as well. Once it is done, next we need to go to the fit gap analysis. Fit gap analysis means if any standard method is there, that is the fit. If any requirement, we need to do the customization, that is the gap.
Okay.
So for that one, we can prepare the document. That is the solution design document. If it is a fit, we can prepare that solution design document. Like if any standard method like purchase order process or sales order process is there. So they require that process. So that is the fit. It is already available in the system. If any customization required,
Okay.
if it is not there in the system, that is the customization, nothing but gap. We have to prepare that document as well. In the further, if any customization is there, we can prepare the functional design document. Functional design document is nothing but one customization came to the consultant. We can prepare the document, we can discuss, and we can find out the solution, and we can give it that solution to the client. Once they approve, we can proceed for the functional design document. Until now, you are clear or any doubts?
Yeah, no doubts.
Okay. So once functional design document, like if we take example, in the purchase order, like they require specific customization, like pool ID or something different. Like if we take, they require the vendor as well in the line level. When we are doing the purchase order, they require the vendor name in the line level. That is the customization. So in that case, we can prepare the functional design document. So this client requires in the purchase order line level, they require the vendor name. So that is the customization. Already previously, it is available in the above the purchase order line. We can see that vendor, but client is asking, I need it in the purchase order line level. So that is the customization. In that case, we can prepare the document, functional design document.
Okay.
Once it is done, we can take the approval from the client, like this much of hours is required to complete the customization. Like if we take example, functional testing we have to do. For that one, consultant required 3 hours for that one, and technical required 6 hours. Total 9 hours required for to done this customization. We can update these to client, or your specific team leader or specific manager will give the update to the client. Otherwise, if you are taking care of that one, you have to take the estimated hours. Estimated hours means how much hours required for to complete this task,
Okay.
to complete this customization. Like for the functional side, it is 3 hours, and technical side, you need to take the estimation from the technical. So you need to contact with the technical and you can take the estimation. So once estimation is done, total you can calculate and you can intimate, like total functional side 3 hours required, and technical side 6 hours required, total 9 hours. When we are doing the testing or some coordinating with the client, so for that purpose we can add 2 to 3 hours more. For the safe side, we can give them more quotation or more estimation hours, like a total 3 plus 6, 9 hours, and you need to add 3 to 4 hours, better for the safe side. 9 plus 3, 12 hours. So you need to give the estimation to the client. I need 12 hours to complete the customization. So if the client approves, we can proceed for the
Customization.
next process. Like next process means we need to
We need
explain
to
that.
start the customization process.
Sorry.
After he approved, we need to start the customization process.
Yes, correct. After that, we need to go for the customization process. So for the customization process, we can prepare the functional design document. Once functional design document is prepared, and we need to connect with the technical person, and we can explain that what are the points required for the client. So they will prepare the technical design document. If technical is there, they will prepare the technical design document. And we have to give the inputs, like for the line level, purchase order line level, for the client required vendor name. So we need to give the update to the technical, like we already prepared the document, like that is the FDD, functional design document. That document we need to give it to the technical. Once they will read it, the total entire FDD, and they will understand. And again, we need to explain to the technical. So these are the requirement. This is the requirement. We need the customization in the purchase order line level. So we can explain like this. After the technical will take care of the technical side. Technical will do the technical design document, and they will do the customization. Once it is done, like that is the development. Once technical design document is done, they will do the development. Development means they will write the code, something for that specific customization. Once that is done, they will do the unit testing. Unit testing is done by the technical team. Once they have written the code and once it is completed, they will do the unit testing. Unit testing is nothing but from technical side, they will do the like it is working or not, how it is reflecting. So we can see the testing. That is the unit testing. Once unit testing is done, they have to share it to that unit testing result has been shared to the functional consultant. So functional consultant will do the functional testing. Functional consultant will take care of the testing, and they will do the testing from functional side as well. If any bugs, or if it is any issues, or if it is not running properly, or sometimes it is working and sometimes not working, sometimes line is not reflecting, these type of things, if any bugs or any issues raises, we need to update to the technical. Again, technical will do the development, like they will write the code, or they will change the code, and they will do accordingly, and they will do again unit testing. Unit testing, once it is done, they have to share the result to the functional. Again, functional will do the functional testing. Like this type of process will, like once we get the result, until the result, we can do this process. Once it is done, like it is good, it is working fine, we can proceed for the UAT. UAT means user acceptance testing or user acceptance test. Like we have to give that customization to the client. They will do the testing from client side as well. Before that, we can showcase that customization to the client, and we can showcase that process, like these the customization is the working like this. We can connect with the client, and we can showcase that process. Once we can showcase that process, again they will do the testing from client side, like or end user side. Once it is done, they are good with that one, that customization is completed. Okay. Until now you are clear, or any doubts?
Clear.
Okay. So once UAT is done, like UAT means customization is done, and we have client is accepted, that customization is completed, we can write off the document, or we like they will give the mail like it is good, okay, it is good for me. These type of mail we need to take it up from the client. So once it is done, we need to go for the pre-go live. Like once we are doing all the setups, configurations and testing, everything, data migration, everything is done, we can go for the pre-go live. Pre-go live means in the production environment, we need to do the setups and we can do the testing and we can move that customizations to the production environment. Let me explain that what is the dev environment, what is the sandbox, and what is the production environment, we can discuss later. But this is the overall process I am explaining briefly. So once it is done, pre-go live, we can do the setups in the production environment. Once it is done, next in the production environment, client has to provide the trial balances or balance sheet.
Yeah.
So once it is done, opening balance is in the general ledger, we can do the like profit and loss, balance sheet and trial balance, they will provide from that side.
Okay.
We can import that opening balances in the system and we can recheck it is mapped or it is matched or not. We can verify. Once it is done, we can check go or not to go. Means if it is fine, everything is done, we can proceed for the go live. Go live means like it is already given to the client, and if any changes or if anything required for the client, in that case we can do it in the go live session or go live part, or something they required some data to import or something like that, we can do it there also in the go live. Once go live is done, finally post go live. In the post go live, once it is done, we cannot do anything. Like we already giving the system to the client, so it is good, and they will do the process from client side. Okay, purchase
Yeah.
order or sales order, whatever the process they are doing, they will do the after post go live. And once it is done, if any changes or any customizations or any setups, anything required for the client, in that case they have to raise the ticket, like that is the change request. For the change request, like we can call it as a support or AMC. AMC means annual maintenance charges, or mostly people will call it as a CR. CR means change request. In the change request, if they are raising any like issue, like I need the vendor, we need to upload the vendor details. In that case, client has raised the request, change request. For that one also, client as a functional consultant or if any customization is there from technical side, we can do the regular process. Like we are preparing for customization, we can prepare the document, functional design document, and again technical design document, development, unit testing, functional testing, and again user acceptance testing. These all things come again. So for the change request, we can charge from company side, we can charge the, or we can give the estimation, like if they require the vendor data to import, or if they require to change the main accounts, like they require the main accounts 1000 like 1 series to 2 series. In
Yeah.
that case also, they have to raise the change request ticket or change request. In that case, we can give the estimation.
Yeah.
If it is a technical part involved in there, so we can ask the estimation from the technical as well. Only it is related to functional side, we can give the estimation total, like 5 hours required. So this is the we are giving the estimation to the project manager. Like project manager will take care of that with client, like they will give the budget, like 5 hours required. We are only giving the hours only, estimated hours only. Like how much charge, these all things take care of the project manager or manager. In few of the companies, manager will take care of that things, and few of the companies, project manager will take care of that budget related issues or cost related issues. Like we are giving the estimation, that is the part, we cannot do anything. Okay, If once they are approved, like okay, we are good with that budget, okay, you can proceed. In that case, once mail is received, we can go for that process, like change request. We can take it up that change request. If they are not approved, or if the budget is not sufficient with the client, so in that case we cannot do anything. Okay, before go live only we have to do the changes. Okay, until now, any doubts for this process?
No.
Did you understand this process, step
Yeah.
methodology?
Yeah, understood.
Okay, this is the one of the process. And what is the dev environment? What is the sandbox? What is the production? And what is the master data collection? We can show it later. Okay. So this is the overall brief introduction about this process.
Okay. Dharma, if in case the process, it is a fit analysis, these customization process is not required, we can go to the next process, pre-go live.
Sorry, one second, can you repeat?
Business requirement, after business requirement document process,
Okay.
there is no need to customization.
Okay.
It is a fit to that.
Yes.
We
In
can
that
go,
case, okay. Yeah, I understand. In that case, if it is a fit, we can prepare the solution design document.
Okay.
Like if there is no customization, clients did not require any customization.
Yeah.
We can prepare the solution design document.
Okay.
SDD. You can see like a help document. The solution design document is nothing but we are giving the solution for the fit. If purchase order is there, they require the purchase order process or sales order process. So in that case, we can prepare. It is fit already. There is no customization required. In that case, that is fit. If there is a customization, that is the gap.
Yeah. After
Okay.
Okay. That's all. My doubt is the solution design document is also forward to test the user acceptance test.
Yes, they will do. They will do. Why? Because if it is standard or customization, whatever it is, if it is the solution design document, that is the fit, we can do the setups and configuration. As a functional consultant, we can skip this FDD and TDD development, unit testing. We can skip that one. Okay. In this part, in the functional testing, before functional testing, we need to do the setups and configuration. Okay, that is the, like if you are doing the purchase order process, for that one, what are the mandatory points required? First one is when we are doing the purchase order, first point is vendor is mandatory. We need to create the vendor. Before creating the vendor, we need to create the vendor group. Okay. And next one is item creation. We need to create the item as well. These are all the mandatory points for the testing purpose of the purchase order. So for the purchase order, vendor is required, and quantity, like item is required. So for the site and warehouse, quantity also required. In the inventory also required for the specific item. Okay. If it is there, we can do the purchase order process. Okay. These are all the setups. Setups means vendor creation. Before vendor creation, we need to create the vendor group. And once vendor is created, and we need to do the item creation. And in the item creation, we need to maintain the inventory of that specific item. After that, we can do the testing of the purchase order. Like we have to select the vendor, and we have to select the item, quantity, unit price. After that, net amount will come, and we can go to confirm. And after that, we can do the product receipt. After that, we can do the invoice. These are all the setups, configuration, and testing. We have to do it. Yeah. Once it is done, if there is no customization, we can go for the user acceptance test. We can showcase, like before user acceptance test, before client has to do the testing, we have to give the training, user training. Why? Because they don't know about the system. So that's why we have to showcase the purchase order process to the client or end user. They will do the same process again for the user acceptance testing. For that one also, we are providing the user manuals. Why? Because what are the process? People, if they forgot, they will see the user manuals or test scripts. User manual is nothing but step-by-step process with screenshots. Test cases is nothing but in the Excel sheet or any document, we can give the step-by-step process. That's it. Like go to like accounts payable. In the navigation pane, go to accounts payable, purchase orders, all purchase orders. After that, you need to click on new. After that, you need to select the vendor. These are the step-by-step process. We can give it in the test scripts or test cases. In the user manual, we can give the screenshot as well.
Okay.
Explanation with screenshot. I will show you that one as well. Once training and we are providing the user manual and test script to the client, they will follow the step-by-step process and they will do the testing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. I think until now we are good. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the one of the methodology. Mostly companies will use the Agile methodology, and some companies will use the waterfall methodology, and some people will use the two-step methodology. So methodologies we can discuss more in later. So we are going to the next topic, that is the user roles. How to create the user role. Like if we are a new to that environment. So let me show you that how to create the user role and what are the roles and privileges. We can see it there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is the environment I am opening. I think you know this environment. So before that, let me explain brief about this environment. So you can see these are the dates.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we can see the dates. And here, if anything is assigned to us, here you can see work item assigned to me. If anything is there, like if a workflow, like I am the manager or superior, if I have to approve, so I need to approve from here also. We can see the work items assigned to me. Okay. These are all the tiles. We can call it as a tiles. Here you can see bank management, custom create and collection. These are all the tiles. We can call it as a tiles. Okay. Here you can see in the these are all the modules. This is system administration. In the system administration, you can see users. Okay.
Okay.
System administration, users. So I'm clicking on the users. Here you can see these are all the users. So I'm clicking on new. Here you can see, here you can type anything. Okay. Like Dharma or username is. So here you can see already account is created. Yes.
Dharma. Users, who are the users? Users means
Users is nothing but we are the consultant. We are giving the access to the end users. As a consultant, we need the access. Okay. Like let's take example. Like you are the senior of the company, so you are creating the legal entity. So you have juniors as well. You need to give the access.
Okay.
For that, you need to give the access from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I am the junior of Anu here, so you are giving the access. Before giving the access, we cannot proceed to the environment. It is not possible to log into the environment. This is the ESP2 legal entity. This ESP2 legal entity is I'm not able to access if I have the no access. Okay. So what are the mandatory points here? Like user ID we need to enter, and username we need to enter, and mail id of the specific, like if you take example like anuhya@deloitte.com, anuhya@ibm.com, something like that, company will provide the email id. So this
Okay.
email id we need to give it here. You can see star mark. Star mark means mandatory. And here you need to select the company. Company is, what are the company? Company is nothing but legal entity. So we can, this is the legal entity, USP to legal entity. Here you need to type and you need to select from the drop down. Okay.
Okay.
This is the person. Person is how we can create the person. Person is nothing but how we can create the employee. Let me show you that one as well. And before this also we can proceed. Here we need to enter the user ID. We can enter anything, username and email ID. We need to set the company. And here you can see assign roles. Okay. Assign roles means why this error is coming is already user ID is created. Let me go back and show you that one. I am deleting this user. Here we have the delete option. Okay, I am going back to my user. Here you can see, this filter option. Once we clicking on the left side cursor, here we have the option. Okay, in this one you can see every time you can select contains. So if you are filtering the specific name, you can select the contains and you can enter the name. If you remember, you can enter the name. Otherwise, you can clear this one and come to this one. Here you can see email contains. Contains is nothing but your name includes the letter, includes the name.
Okay.
Okay. So here I am selecting my mail ID. At least 2 to 3 letters, something like that. And you can click on apply. Here you can see this is my mail ID. Okay. Is already created. Let me show you. So user ID I entered, username entered, mail ID given, and company selected. This one is enabled. Here you can see SN roles. SN roles is nothing but system administrator. System administrator, we need to give the system administrator is nothing but we can access all the modules and there is no restriction. You can see SN roles. Here you can see the roles: accountant, accounting manager, accounting supervisor. These are all the roles. You can give the roles. Okay. Okay. From here you can select. You can give anything here. How these roles will useful. Let me explain again. So if you are an accountant, you need to give this role to the specific accountant. And one more thing, let me show you. So inventory accountant means only inventory will take care of this inventory accountant. Okay. Here you can see recruiter and purchasing manager. Purchasing manager has the capable to purchase the products. Yeah. And remaining, you can see later once you go to the system administrator and you can create one user. I think in the trial version it is not possible. Here you can see the warehouse worker. So this type of we can give it here. We can assign. Let me show you. I am selecting this one. I am clicking on OK. Here it will appear. Okay, warehouse worker. So if this role is not required, you can click on remove role. So system administrator, they will access all the modules and they will do all the process. Okay, so that's why mostly you can give the system administrator access. Otherwise, they require the specific one. We can give the specific user. Okay. Okay. Here you can see user options. For the specific user, Here you can check these all the points as well. Account, workflow. So these are all the setups. You can check it later. User options. Main thing is here you can create this username. Okay.
These are
Person.
created by the only high level officer.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we need to learn this one as well as a consultant. If we have the juniors, we need to give the access. Like
Okay.
manager will inform to you.
Yeah.
Anu, here you can create the user of the Dharma
Okay.
to access the environment. So in that case, you need to create the user like this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And person, how person is coming and how we can select. Let me show you that one as well. So go to the human resources, workers, employees. Again, I am repeating, human resources module, workers, employees. So my employee is already created. So let me click on the new one and let me show you. So I'm clicking on new. Let me explain the mandatory. First name, like Mantena, middle name is something you can enter if anything is there, or you can enter the last name Anu here. And personal action type, you can select from the drop down. Okay.
Okay.
And employee start date, you can enter the employee start date. That's it. That's only that are the mandatory points. If you require the position details, what are the position, assignment start date, these are all the things, but it is not mandatory. So here mandatory is first name. If a middle name is there, you can enter. Otherwise, you can enter the last name, first name and last name. And personal action type, you can select from the drop down. I think someone has activated the workflow, so that's why it is showing there. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. And you can click on the employment start date. You can select something, any date. Okay, here it will come. Once it is done, let me select this one. So someone has activated this one, so that's why it is asking this. Otherwise, once we entering these details, first name, last name, and employment start date, you need to click on continue. That's it. So let me show you. I am canceling this one. Let me show you my name. So here you can see. So I only given the personal number, automatically it will create.
Okay.
Okay, in the name details, you can see first name, middle name, last name. Set name, automatically it will come. And next, I did not created any address. And contact information, I did not created. If required, you can create as well. So I did not entered any personal information as well. And skill mapping as well. Only I have done first name, middle name, last name, and employment start date. You can check one by one. These are all not mandatory, but you need to check it. What are the points available here? You can check it later. Okay, that's it. Once it is created, you can go back again. Otherwise, you can duplicate the tab, right click and duplicate the tab. And again, you can do it go to system administration, users,
System. Yeah.
users. So go to there and you can select from the drop down person. Click on it and you can select from the drop down. Why? Because I already selected, so that's what it is showing.
Okay.
So it is disabled. Once it is selected, it will be disabled. Okay. Click on save. If you have done the changes, you need to click on save again and again. Okay. If user groups, like user groups, here you can see users, user groups, system administration, users, user groups. User groups is nothing but, like here you can see, this is the account manager. Otherwise, you can create a new one. Let me take test. Okay. So I'm selecting test, click on save. And here you can see, click on users. Here we have all the users. Okay.
Okay.
So from here, we need to select the specific name. Like, let me select my name, Dharma.
Yeah, here.
Here you can see, this is my name.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my user. I already created, so that's why it is showing in the users. Once we select, once we click on this button, automatically it move to the right side. I'm
Right.
clicking on this button. Here you can see.
Okay. This
If
means
it is not,
we assigned that person to that group.
yes, correct. We are assigning the specific person to that group. Like test is the one group, or accounts manager, or manager, something like that. We can create the group.
Okay.
Okay, this group, and we need to select the users like Dharma, some name, Anuhya. These are all the users of that one group.
Yeah.
So like this, we can do it. And if it is not required, here you can see. Once again, select. Okay, here we have the reverse reverse button.
Okay.
Once we click on this one, it will be move to this again remaining users.
Okay.
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 Otherwise, we are selecting two. Select two and click on this button. It's moved to right side. If it is not required, only Dharma is required, for this user is not required. Again, you can select and you can click on this button, reverse button. Okay, it's moved to the again back to the same position. Okay, I'm clicking on save.
One doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. We assigned that Dharma to that particular group.
Test group.
Group.
Yeah.
If they want to work in accounts manager group, they are not access. They don't.
No, they can access. Here you can see account manager. I selected. Okay. I'm going to the users. Here you can see. I already, my name is, user can work in multiple groups. That is not an issue.
Okay, fine.
User can, here you can see this is my name.
Yeah.
In my accounts also, accounts manager also, it is enabled. If it is not required, we can select and we can click on this button.
Okay.
We can select the specific user in multiple groups. That is not an issue.
Okay.
Here you can see this is the accountant. I am clicking on users. So these my name is not there. If required my name, we need to select from the drop down and we need to click on that button.
Okay.
Okay, here we can select. I am clicking on new. It is moved to right side. Okay. What is the group? Accountant group.
Yeah.
Again, we can recheck. So this is the accountant group. I am clicking on the users. Here you can see my name is showing. And I'm going back to the group, and again I'm going back to the accounts manager. I'm clicking on the users. Here you can see my name is there. Okay, I am going back to the group, and again we can go to the select and reselect. If you are selecting both, only we need to select the specific group. It will not come. Let me show you. So only second group will come into the picture. So for that one, I am selecting one test. I am clicking on the user. Here you can see. Only my name is showing. Okay, that's it for the user group creation. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts until here?
No.
Okay, good. So next, here we can assign, like it is the user. Here also you can assign roles in the user.
Yeah.
I already showed you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
below you can see assign roles is there. If it is assign roles is not required, you can select and you can remove.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, remove role. Okay. So again, I am going back. As other, we have the option security, assign users to roles. Here also we can assign that. Accountant, here we can assign that. Okay. Any doubts until here?
No, no, no.
Okay, that's it for the users. And briefly, let me explain tomorrow once user roles is coming in the module. In the accounts payable also we have the option. Let me go to that one. Accounts payable, purchase orders, all purchase orders. In that all purchase orders, we have the options. Here you can see the options. Okay, here you can see page options, security diagnostics. Here we have the role.
Yeah.
Okay. Role is external vendor, buying agent, land cost module, accountant. These are all the roles. We add roles to user. Here, once we click on this, like we are adding the role to the user. Once we click on this one, here you can see.
Okay.
Save page. We already shown you that page.
Yeah.
In the security, we have seen this page.
Okay.
Here you can see role. These are all the roles. When we are doing the purchase order, these are all the roles required. Like treasurer, production supervisor, project assistant, project manager, retail, anything you can assign to the specific user. Duties. What are the duties? Duty is nothing but, any idea what is duty? Any idea for the duty? Okay, let me explain. Duty is nothing but what are the things we need to do it. That is the duty. Like this user has to do the some specific work. Like let me explain. Accountant has to do the purchase order. So for that thing, we are assigning that accountant role to the specific user. Their duty is to do the cash flow position details drill down. This is the one of the duty. We can assign the duties as well. Maintain service receipts Kanban execution, or they have to approve purchase order. We can assign this duty also, like if we are approving or if workflow is there, our specific manager or specific supervisor has to approve this duty. This is their duty. Like they will approve the purchase order. That's it, their duty. And privilege is nothing but they have to maintain purchase order details. They will maintain the details, purchase order details. And mostly we have three in the privilege: maintain, view, and manage. Maintain is nothing but they will maintain the purchase order details. View means they will see only the details of the purchase order. There is no possibility to create the purchase order. Only they can view.
Okay.
There is no option to create. Only they can view the details. That's it. We can assign this specific role. Once we are assigning this role to the specific user, they will view the purchase order. There is no capable to create the purchase order.
Okay.
If we are giving this maintain purchase order details, they can able to create, they can able to delete also. They can able to view the details also. Okay. Manage is they will do the corrections as well. Manage vendor orders tab. They will manage the specific purchase orders. Okay, they will delete, they will add, they will do the changes. That's it. Okay, these are all the mostly these priorities: maintain, view, and manage. Okay.
Okay.
In every module, in the options, we have the security diagnostics. In there, we can see these details. Okay. Any doubts? In every module, you can see these the options, security diagnosis. We can go to the account receivable, orders, all sales orders. Here also you can see options. We have the security diagnostics. Okay, here also, here you can see these roles is changed. Collection agent, collections manager, credit manager, clerk, like this. We have the roles.
These are related to sales orders only.
Yeah, sales orders. These here you can see duties. Inquire into collection status, maintain sales return order, maintain sales order. This is the sales return order. This is the sales order.
Yeah.
And privileges, you can see maintain, view, and manage. These are all the mainly 3 points. This is the maintain. This is the view. Okay.
Oh.
Like this, we can see. Okay. Any doubts? In every module it is available. Let's go to the cash and bank management as well. I think in the cash and bank management it is not available. In the procurement and sourcing module, we have that. Procurement, sourcing, purchase orders. We have two options to go to the purchase order in the procurement and sourcing and accounts payable. And for the sales, we can go to the accounts receivable and sales and marketing. So I'm going in the procurement, sourcing, all purchase orders. Here also you can see options, security diagnostics. Okay. Same roles. So and sales and marketing module. Sales and marketing module. Sales orders, all sales orders. Here also you can see options, security diagnostics. Okay, same roles and duties and privileges as well. Okay. Anything, any doubts related to users, roles and privileges? Any doubts or we are good?
Good then. Fine.
Here you can see system administration, security, security configuration. Here also you can do the security configuration.
Okay.
For the accountant. Okay. Here you can see duties. These are all the duties. Privileges. These are all the privileges.
Okay.
Here we can create the new role as well. Let me take enter new role like 1- accountant. You can create the new role as well by copying the specific accountant. Okay. I'm clicking on OK. Here you can see one accountant I created. I'm clicking on the duties.
No duties for us.
Yeah, one accountant. I'm clicking on the duties. Okay, add references. Once I clicking on the add references, you can see multiple duties is showing here.
Okay.
Okay, like let me take example. Here you can see. I am selecting approve purchase order is the one of the duty. I am selecting this purchase order. And I am selecting approve purchase agreement. I am clicking on OK. These are all the duties came here. Once we clicking on the add references, we need to select that. For the one accountant, we can create the new roles as well. Okay. These are all the duties. Approve purchase agreement, approve purchase order. And again, once we click on these privileges, here you can see privileges. There is no privileges. Again, we can click on the add references. Privileges will came here. Here you can see select privileges. Okay. Like this also you can create if any client required specific customization for the users. Like this also we can select from the drop down. We need to select the specific one.
Yeah.
Here you can see this is the privilege. Approve purchase order or approve purchase requisitions. I am clicking on OK. These are all the privileges. Here you can see privileges. Okay.
Okay.
Here you can write the descriptions as well. Approve purchase order, something like that, or approve pre-work. This is the description. Here you can see approve PR. PR means purchase requisition. Like this also you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Here you can see I am going back to the accountant. So these are all the duties. I'm clicking on duties. These are all the duties we can select. This is the privileges. Okay, here this is the new one we created. We can click on create new and we can click on 1- accountant. Here we can write the description, something 1- accountant, whatever it is. Whatever we require, we can select here. Or we can enter the description. Once we click on the duties will show it here. Once we click on privileges will show here. That's it. If for the specific user required this one accountant, what are the duties? These are all the duties. Approve purchase agreement, approve purchase order. And privileges is approve purchase order, approve purchase requisition. So we can assign this one accountant specific role to the user also. Let me show you. These are one created. Okay. Where it is security configuration we created. Again, I am going to the users. Let me show you. Oh, sorry. I did not publish, so that's why it is throwing error. So we have the publish option. Here you can see unpublished objects. Here you can see once I am selecting on this is the role we created, one accountant.
Yeah.
So publish selection. We have the publish all option. We have the publish selection. Publish selection is nothing but which one we selected, that one we need to publish.
Yeah.
So publish all means which
Total.
are all the created roles, we can publish all also. So I am doing the for mine only. Publish selection. Right now it is processing, it will publish soon. So here you can see, I think no, pop-up is not there. So one accountant it is created. Let's go to the users, system administration, users, we can see.
These are remaining 18.
Yeah, remaining 18 is showing. So that is the pop-up. So I'm clicking on SN roles. Here we can see the one accountant role. Here you can see. Before it is not there. Now it is there.
Yeah.
I'm selecting and I'm clicking on OK. So now it is selected. So for me it is not required. So that's why I'm selecting and I'm removing the role.
Okay.
Okay, got it?
Okay.
That's it for the user roles. You can play like anything. You can give the role or you can give the privileges, duties. You can give it here in the security configuration. Okay. Any doubts? Here we have to do the roles. From roles, you can create the duties and privileges. From duties, once we selecting on the duties also, you can create the roles and privileges.
Okay.
Okay. Like click create new and you can enter the duty name. Duty names also you need to create or for the roles you have to create duties and privileges. Understand?
Okay, understand.
For the duties,
You can
what are the
create
mandatory?
privileges
Privileges and roles.
roles.
For the privileges,
roles and duties.
correct. That's it. Duties and roles. Like this, we can create.
Okay.
Then here we have to go to the unpublished objects and we can select and publish. Okay.
Nine.
For the roles, we can select the duties and privileges. For the duties, we have to select the roles and privileges. For the privileges, we have to select roles, duties. Okay. That's it for today. Today we have covered the user roles, restrictions, and user role creation and employee creation.
Yeah.
And source step methodology we covered.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it for today. So I'm
Dharma,
closing
one
this for
question.
today.
Dharma, one doubt.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Once we published that role,
Okay.
we need to add some more duties. Is
Okay.
it addable?
Yes, we can. It is possible. Like once it is published, also we can do it again. That's not an issue.
Okay.
Again, we need to click on edit and we can add that duties and roles. If it is the roles, we can add the duties and privileges. If it is a duty, we can add the role and privileges. If it is a
Okay. After
privilege, we
publication
can add
also
the
it
roles.
is.
Yeah, it is possible. Anything it
Okay.
is possible here. In Dynamics 365, once you published also it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you then.
Like once published also it is possible. Otherwise, let me show you again. Let me share my screen again. We can conclude this one in 2 minutes. Like I already published. So I am trying to, for the one accountant, in the duties, once again, I am clicking on the add references. So here I am selecting from the drop down. We need to select the specific duty here.
Okay.
Here you can see inquire into purchase multi-line discount. We need to understand these duties first. Okay. So selecting on this one. Here you can see this is added. Again, in the privilege also option, we can click on add references. We can select. Okay, let me select anything. That's fine. Export inventory policies. I am selecting. Clicking on OK. Here you can see it is done. Okay, again, go back to here. You can see before 18, now 19. Again, go back to the unpublished objects. Again, go to this one, select, publish selection. Okay, here it is not available. Again, go back to the users, not required to select again. Automatically it will applicable. Let's click on SN roles. One accountant, clicking on OK. So now again click on remove if it is not required. We can do it anything. It is possible. After publishing also it is possible to do add or delete. We can delete also. Okay. Okay, any doubts?
No.
Okay, good. So we are good with these topics. We can conclude the session for today and we can connect tomorrow.
Okay. Give me this recorded video then.